Hi everybody, I hope you guys are good. I just got in from an ENT appointment. Okay, taking off the glasses. Anyway, I just got in from an ENT appointment, and the man was so nice. He was so nice, so polite, so helpful, so efficient. Someone else I saw on ZocDoc, and he actually had a perfect review, and I plan on giving him 5 stars because I was very happy with my visit. And I'm going in as a client who does not have insurance, and they give you a discount, which, that does happen, and that's like super cool. So that's great. Right now I am stuffing my face with this salad I got from Randall's in the Houston area. This is the Ready Meals, ready to eat chef salad with chicken and ham, spring mix, white chicken meat, ham, egg, tomatoes, olives. The olives are so good. I know olives are kind of like a divisive vegetable, but I think they're so good. Sharp cheddar cheese with buttermilk ranch dressing. It was $6.99, and how many servings is this? For the whole container, it's 440 for the whole thing. And as you can see, I've eaten most of it. You guys, I was about to say something inappropriate because a mukbang. That's what I want to call this, a mukbang. Okay. There's another Asian word that begins with a B. And if you know what I'm talking about, congratulations, your mind is in the gutter. But I almost called it that. And then I caught myself because I'm like, I don't think that's right. So now we're calling it a mukbang. So I got the salad here. I had grabbed an extra fork. I have some everything in the elote, Greek style yogurt dip with corn, elote seasoning, and grated cheese from Trader Joe's. And per serving, it's 7 servings, and per serving is 60 calories and 4 carbs. I don't plan on eating the whole thing. I don't even know what it's going to taste like. Is it going to be good? I've just been seeing the elote, Mexican corn, whatever, in Walmart and then now in Trader Joe's, and I've wanted to try it, and so I finally got some tonight. And eating it once I start with these legendary barbecue chips. They're popped protein chips. It's got 5 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, so 4 net carbs, and 150 calories. So that's pretty cool. I've had these before. I think they're good. I was like, what am I hearing? My music hasn't stopped. I thought I stopped my music, so hopefully I don't get in trouble with YouTube for that. I have Amazon Music. Anyway, so far I have eaten a cheese stick, a peanut butter cup that I got from Trader Joe's. 1 serving is 3, and I've had 1 of 3. So, we'll just say like 60 calories of peanut butter cup and about 4 carbs or whatever. Plus the salad, now the chips, and the elote. So I'm doing a mukbang, but I'm doing it responsibly because I'm trying to lose weight. But, and fair warning, I am a loud eater. So I could do ASMR. My daughter actually watches these videos with people eating very loudly. I want to imitate it, but it's too embarrassing to imitate. But it's like really, really the loudest crunching you've ever heard. And my daughter just thinks it's the coolest thing ever. Anyway, what I want to talk about is today has been such a wonderful day. I found out that the infection in my ear is gone. Yay! And also, I got my ears cleaned, both of them. Funny enough, the one that did not have the infection had the majority of the wax, which is this one over here. I'm super, super grateful. I'm very grateful to my mom because she footed the bill for me, which was so sweet. And also, like, I got on the scale today and it said I was 298.9, and that just made me so happy. I was just like, okay, now I'm 0.2 away from the lowest I've been, but that is so awesome. And I have been praying, I have been moving. And when I say moving, I don't mean so much the exercise stuff. Like, I walk around my house. I'm a stay-at-home mom. And I most of my exercise is like walking around my house. Let me try this out. I put some dip on here. It is hot. It's spicy. It's okay. I wouldn't buy it again. It's okay. That's the elote dip that's made with Greek yogurt from Trader Joe's. I wouldn't buy it again. I've been drinking a lot of water. One of my motivations was being on the antibiotics, as to why I've been drinking all this water. But yeah, I've been drinking all this water. I haven't really drank much in the sweetened drink category. I'm gonna go back to my salad. But yeah, as far as sweetened drinks, I haven't been doing much of that. And I highly recommend it. Get back to drinking water. I know, like, it's people out there, you say, oh, water doesn't taste good. I don't like water. I've thankfully never been in that camp. I've always thought water was good. It's just that I thought soda and sweetened drinks were better. But I've always liked water, you know. And so, you know, I do feel for you if you're one of those people that you really don't like the taste of water. I'm trying to get this long piece. I was trying to get it stabbed on the fork and it just wasn't having it. But I'm in a really good place. And I'm in this place because I put myself in this place. I mean, you know, granted, I've prayed on it. I believe God put me in this place. And no, I'm not being a Bible thumper. I promise. If you knew me, you would know. It's not about me, like, trying to be like, you know, look to the Lord and stuff. I mean, you do what you know, it is what it is. But I'm not going to deny my faith. And the fact that I have just kept putting one foot in front of the other. And it's a small improvement. Let's be clear here. Again, I'm not even quite at the lowest. The lowest was 298.7. I'm 298.9. So arguably, I'm not even at my lowest yet of where I was, you know, since I've started this journey that began August 2023. But I could not seem to get out of the 300s since around Thanksgiving of last year. I have been struggling to get out of the 300s since then, and it's finally happening for me. And what's more is I feel like I really am going to hit that 269 that I want to hit sometime this summer. And I'm going to do it because I'm determined to do it. Like, I have decided I want this more than I want to overeat, more than I want to eat badly. I want this. Those are my thoughts. you know. And this thing will not stay up. It's the lid to the salad. It will not stay up. I think this video, three things. One, I did a voice memo the other day where I was supposed to do videos and just one thing or another kept getting in my way, so I didn't end up doing videos. I recently put out one long video and I was shocked to see people watched it. And I'm like, what? Not y'all watching my video. Like me just rambling for 40 something minutes. That means so much. As someone who loves to talk, knowing that someone actually wants to hear what I'm saying means so much. And then one of the comments, you know, of course, my friend, and I hate to take my friend for granted, girl, you know I love you. But my friend was one of the commenters, which meant so much to me that you, like, you know, sat there and listened to that long video. But then another commenter was saying that I need to post more and that she was happy that I posted a long video, and I almost cried. Like when I saw that, I was like, what? I mean, that's just like such a, like, for someone like me who is like self-conscious and who loves to talk and so on and so forth, to hear something that sweet, thank you so much. And to anybody who agrees with her, thank you so much. May God bless you. Seriously, thank you. You mean so much. You really do. I'm someone who, I love long videos myself, and I don't mean my long videos per se, but I mean other people's. I like to watch them, or rather, a lot of times I don't even look at the person. I just have the video playing while I do things around the house, like wash dishes or clean up or something, you know, whatever. And anyway, this brings me to something though. Lately, I've had the Nike saying, just do it, in my head, because I'm one of those people. There's a phrase for people like me, paralysis through analysis, where because you're so worried about how you're going to do something, if it'll work or whatever, just all the technical stuff, you don't do anything at all. And you end up just completely wasting precious time. And I have done this for most of my life. Paralysis through analysis, where I have not done things that should have been done because I talked myself out of it because of my paranoias, my fears. Paranoias makes me sound quote unquote crazy, but I hope you know what I mean. Like, you know, unwarranted fears, you know, and I talked myself out of stuff, and I'm done. Like, I just want to live my life. You know, I'm 42 years old. Call this my midlife crisis, I guess. But yeah, I want to live my life. I want to be happy, you know. The stuff that I'm mad about now, I don't want to be mad about this stuff in a year from now. You know? I don't want that to be my situation. And besides just do it, shout out Nike, the other thing that I want to tell you is start stacking the odds in your own favor. Start doing things like, now what I'm starting to do, okay. Remember I told you guys in that previous video, I have the hots for this dude, insulin resistant one. I think he's the cutest thing ever. And, but he does these really funny videos. Well, not funny, sorry. Really informative videos where he, does a blood glucose check. He has a monitor on his arm, and he eats different foods, and he sees how these foods react in his body. The blood sugar, you know, if it spikes and everything. And ever since I've been watching him, it has made me so conscientious of what I put in my body in a good way, especially as someone who has insulin resistance. I am pre-diabetic, but even before I was necessarily testing as pre-diabetic, I do have issues with insulin resistance, as I have shown. Okay, my neck is damn near the color of my shirt. Okay, and as you can see, the rest of my skin is not that color. Okay, this is a sign. It's called acanthosis nigricans, and it's a sign of insulin resistance. You know, that's what causes the discoloration. And when I have lost a tremendous amount of weight, it goes away. So if you're serious about this, then start stacking. I keep wanting to say stocking. Start stacking the odds in your favor. Look at restaurants, look at what's in the food. Like, I'll give you an example. I shared this on my TikTok not too long ago. I get naked tenders from Raising Cane's, and they are better, in my opinion, in taste. Like, even if I wasn't worried about my carbs, they actually taste better to me. Just like I prefer the grilled chicken sandwich, and let me make this clear, I love carbs, but I prefer the grilled chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A to the fried one. That's just me. I know everybody's different, but that's my preference. I like the grilled one, always have, way before I knew hardly anything about carbs. I've always preferred that one. So I say this to say, it taste-wise, yes, it works for me better, but it certainly works for me in the carbohydrate department because it is less carbs involved. And a lot of these carbs is where a lot of us are picking up our extra weight. You know, drinking your carbs. Again, I'm over here drinking water. Highly recommend it. This is your friend, okay? Stop talking crap about water. Stop saying, oh, water's nasty. I'm telling you, this is your buddy, okay? You got to get out of your own way, baby. You have to, if you're serious about this. One thing that I started doing, and this was before I really threw myself into this as of late, like I was still coasting along with my weight loss journey, is I started putting these little flavor packets, you know, kind of like the Crystal Light flavor packets, except they're not Crystal Light. They're from a company called True Lemon, and there is no aspartame or sucralose. It's instead sweetened with a little bit of cane sugar, which is still sugar, and stevia extract. That's how they get the sweetness, and I love these things so much. I have had to kind of lay off of those because I do think I drink them in excess, and that I'm not really doing myself any favors doing that. You know, over time, I do think it adds up and probably spikes my blood sugar. So I think there's nothing better that I can drink than plain water. Again, heavy on the water, you know. But if you do feel like you need something sweetened, and in comparison to drinking soda pop, or, you know, I'm not a big fan of sucralose. I consume one thing currently that has sucralose, which is the salad dressing from the Gyukaku, however you pronounce it. That restaurant that I said was one of my favorites. The Japanese grill. I get this sesame miso dressing, and it is sweetened with sucralose. So yeah, but yeah, you got to start looking at those labels and think about high protein, low carbohydrate foods that are going to help you progress and get you where you want to be. I kind of feel like there's a lot I want to say, and then I kind of feel like kind of done here. I don't know why I kind of want to finish my food off off camera. This salad was so good. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. One was good. I wish it was just like add like 50% more and it would have been perfect. The salad, like as a meal, you know, but it's really good. Oh, I caught myself making that hot honey bowl. So I use honey. I'm so weird, y'all. Y'all are gonna think I'm so weird. So I add cinnamon to honey, about a tablespoonful of honey, and I put it, look up the hot honey bowl so you know what I'm talking about. I put it on taco meat and cottage cheese and avocado. And it is so good to me. I know it sounds weird. No, I'm not pregnant. Seriously, I know it sounds weird, but it's so good to me. But it's called a hot honey bowl, except I'm not using whatever the hot honey dressing is or whatever. I'm not using that because I couldn't find it. I was looking for it at Target and H-E-B and I couldn't locate it. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to make my own. So I just made my own out of plain honey and cinnamon and it came out so good. I was like, oh, I'm addicted to this. Anyway, so I just want to share that. You know, it's so funny. I had a really great day today, but I think I sound kind of depressed. I'm not, but I think I come across like that right now. Maybe I'm weirded out because I'm like eating in a video. I think possibly tonight, I can't promise. I want to show like some of my favorite foods right now. I'm going to show some of my favorite foods that are helping me lose weight. But that also taste really good. These were good, by the way. I dropped the top to that dip. Anyway, these were good. The nutritional content, these are dark chocolate sunflower seed butter cups. You get 3, right? 3 pieces. I've had 2. This is what they look like, little peanut butter cups. That's what they look like. They smell amazing. I'm going to probably eat these last 2. But, yeah, what was I going to say about those? It's 170 calories for the 3. 14 grams of fat, 5 saturated, no trans, no cholesterol, 70 milligrams, which is 3% of your sodium count, 12 carbohydrates total, 2 of them are fiber, so 10 net carbs, 8 grams of added sugar out of those 10 net carbs, 3 grams of protein, a little smidgen, 2% of your vitamin D, no calcium, 15% of your iron, and no potassium. And like I said, they're very good. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and eat these. So let me do the math here. $4.40 for the salad, $1.70, so that's $6.10. I sampled this, which is supposed to be 60 calories, but I don't think I ate 60 calories worth. 150 for the bag, which, as you can see, is a ton left in here. But why I bought these, I think they taste decent, but the big reason why I bought these was to eat with the dip, you know, to have something to, you know, use with the dip. So, and the dip is okay. It's just not something I would buy again. I think I would like it more if it were sweeter, like more of that sweet corn taste. Yeah. I'm finally done with my antibiotics. So I am going to go back to taking berberine. I also just got some apple cider vinegar gummies again because I had ran out of those. And I also take cinnamon, biotin, chromium. But again, all of these things I took a break from because of my antibiotic treatment, and I didn't want to like interfere with the antibiotics, so I stopped taking them. But that is pretty much it for right now. Get out of your own way. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.